Empire Fighting Chance are a charity based in Bristol. We use boxing training underpinned by psychology and therapy to help young people. So we started a box therapy program a while ago when I was talking to a young man in reception, and he wouldn't access any kind of therapy. When we had a conversation about why, it was kind of like, look, actually the therapist, she's Margaret, she's 65, she lives in a nice area of Bristol, what does she know about my life? And I remember at the time I thought about play therapy and I'd seen art therapy, and I thought, I reckon we can do boxing therapy. We are based in inner city Bristol, and we experience the problems that most major cities experience. We've created programs that specifically target and work with young people who may be involved in gangs, drugs, knife crime, those struggling in school, and often those with poor mental health. What we're looking to do is deliver services in an environment they feel safe, so they can access therapy, and it can help them stay into school, exit gangs, and put down knives.
I'm Mariella, I'm 20 years old, and I completed the box therapy course at the end of 2023. It was so helpful to me because it was just different than other forms of therapy. I think the active side of it, boxing, having a sport involved, really made it much easier to engage with. Using a boxing gym as a place where therapy can happen is a really good idea. The environment in the gym just makes it so much easier to engage in the therapy. It's much more relaxed than an average sort of clinical therapy setting. You don't feel like the therapy is a big elephant in the room. It's almost just something that's there alongside the boxing, and it just works.
What makes box therapy different? It is unorthodox. Essentially, boxing is kind of front and centre to the therapy, so it's very movement-based. It requires the therapist or practitioner or youth worker to really get stuck in. Boxing is a working class sport, so it's quite unusual to have therapy emerge out of it. And I think that gives it a realness, a grittiness, and some kudos, which is very attractive to young people. What makes a good box therapist? I'm looking for somebody who is somewhat unconventional. I imagine that they've probably worked in a more clinical setting, so they've had experience within that, so that when they come here, they're good therapists, but then we kind of involve the boxing and they integrate the two.
I'm Ben Eckett, the co-founder and director at Be Inspired. We're a youth and community organisation based in South London. Over the past 18 months, we've worked in partnership with Empire Fighting Chance. They've been training up our team around the box therapy and box champions programmes, and this has really enabled us to grow our organisation and support more young people through therapy and group mentoring.
Box therapy isn't this kind of singular model that is delivered in one specific way for every young person, but that goes back to that young person's specific needs. So it's about adaptability, delivering this program where exercise and therapy are brought together, allowing a young person to work on their physical health, but also in some way working on their mental health and bringing the two together.
Box therapy has helped me so much. I was struggling in and outside of school, was bouncing from different school, one school to the other. I was really nervous before I came in, and everybody here was just so nice. Everyone was smiling. It was a comfortable place to be, and I think that made me warm up to it so quickly. My relationship with my box therapist was amazing. I mean, like I mentioned, when I first came here, I was really nervous, and she was the first person I saw. She had a massive smile on her face, and that instantly warmed me up and made me feel comfortable. She helped me so much with just teaching me things about life, teaching me how to improve, self-benefit, loads of stuff. Like, it was incredible.
So if you're interested in finding out more about boxing therapy, please email us at info@empirefightingchance.org.